guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and it's very nice getting to meet you guys. I decided to make a YouTube because I never had a regular childhood like a lot of people have. I've never had pictures of my first time walking. I only have like 2 childhood pictures, and I've never really had when I was 2 years old, 4 years old. So I decided to make like a vlog because I want to start having a vlog right now and then transition to when I get older. And I'm very thankful for platforms like MySpace, Facebook, Instagram that could like take my journey. But then I realized that I deleted a lot of pictures as well. So I know with videos, once it's like uploaded, it's uploaded. So I wanted to start a YouTube page to just talk about my life, talk about experiences. I will get to topics that could be very, very hard and touching because I want to take my personal life and just maybe I could reach out to someone. I would start by saying that my name is Beatrice and my alter ego name is Bella. Sometimes I call myself Isabella, and Beatrice is my government name. Obviously, to me, I describe Beatrice as very energetic, a little more conservative, a little more relaxed, a little more very well grounded and just carefree. And I could describe Isabella as a go-getter, goes for whatever she wants. She's very enthusiastic. She's an entrepreneur. She's just very energetic and completely opposite from what Beatrice is. So sometimes I might like go back and forth or whatever, and I go by Beatrice because that's my name. But I love to travel. I am a travel fanatic, and I would love to, my dream would to love to travel all over the country or all over the continent. I am very ambitious. I am a go-getter. I believe in traditional ways of living as well as believe in just following my dreams and doing what I want to do. I'm originally from Connecticut, and I have transitioned a lot from coming from Africa, transitioning to a place called Connecticut, and then in the United States. And then I moved from Connecticut to New York, New Jersey. I lived there for about 3 years on my own at like, I believe it was 17 years old. I had a very, very, very hard life when I lived on my own, but I ended up doing really well. And after living in the East Coast for about 2.5 years, I ended up moving to California, and this has been my dream. Ever since I was in Africa, I always wanted to live in California. Like, this was my to-go. I remember I used to talk to my teachers, and I was like, what would you like to do, or where do you see yourself in the next 10 years or whatever? And I always said California. The teachers looked at me like I was crazy because we lived in like a suburban place, but like they thought like, you California, like no, like it's not gonna happen. So I remember being in New Jersey and just saying, F my life, like I could I'm making so much money, but I don't care about any of this. I'm very miserable. I have no friends. Everyone is like pretty much fake. I have gone through a lot of stuff in New Jersey, good and bad. So I just decided to start my life all over, and I came to California. And when I moved to California, oh my God. When I moved to California, I ended up living with one of my best friends from college. And I lived in her dad's home, and her dad had another section of the house because he was like a business owner. And he was a business owner, but he had a little, I don't know how to describe it, like a little, like he has his home, and then he has like the other little home where it could be like an office or something. like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll figure it out if someone could comment whatever you think. It's like the other side of the house, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's literally the other side of the house is the only way I could describe it. But I lived there for literally 7 days. It was literally in Palm Springs, but it was a different area in Palm Springs where they owned a business and they owned a fish farm. So where they lived is like in the dirt and all that stuff. Like, I really appreciated that they let me stay with them, and so I transitioned my life in California. But I literally lived there for 7 days, and I loved it and hated it at the same time because they owned a fish farm, so I smelled fish all day. We had really like fun times and stuff. We had like karaoke sessions, we ate a lot, and we like, you know, drove a couple of places a lot. But it was so dirty. I'm very like, I want to put makeup on, I want to have my hair sizzled down, and I just remember like the dirt would come in my face. Like, I would take a shower and I would like put my makeup on, and I would have like my hair done and stuff. The minute I walk outside, poof, hair. I mean, my hair was just done with. It was just so, oh, I hated it. I hated every minute of it. Because all the dust was in my hair and on my makeup, and I would have it like so perfect that like, boom, all that dust came in my hair. Like, I remember like my friend's car, she had a Porsche, and her Porsche would be very, very dirty because they lived where there was a lot of like dust and stuff. So I lasted 7 days, and my second day I was literally on Craigslist, rent a room, whatever you call those things, and I was out. I said, I love you guys and I'll come and visit you, but this is not a place that I could live. So I decided to just go to live in like like more of the Palm Springs, more of the town. I moved over there and I really, really loved it. I met so many great people. I used to network, and it was just like really, really good. But then I had a really tough time because just transitioning was a little bit difficult, coming from a place like New York, New Jersey, where it was very fast-paced. Everything was a little more fast-paced, and at that time I didn't have a car, so it was just like very, very, very crazy. So I decided to go back and forth to New York. So I used to go back to New York. I used to be a bartender, a waitress, and at regular clubs, strip clubs, and I literally I missed the money, and California was not doing it for me. So I decided to go back to New York, back and forth. So I would go to like New York for like literally 2 weeks, a month, or like a month and a half. I would like book a one-way trip. I would go to New York, stay in like basically hotels, Airbnbs and stuff, and I would get like bundle deals, because if you get like a week or 2 weeks, like if you book a week or 2 weeks of a hotel stay, they could give you like really good bundle deals. So something that could be $1,000 for 3 days, I got it for $1,000 for freaking like a week and a half. So I took it, and I used to make so much money, so $1,000 I could have made that in a freaking day. So it was like, all right, I come to New York, I already had like my good savings and stuff. I go to New York or New Jersey. I would work 1 day and I'll make $1,000, and then I'll pay off like the week. Basically, I'll just pay off the week's stay, and I would just like work every day because I'm only visiting. So I work every day. I would grind harder than anyone else, and for like that week and a half when I stay there, I would look for the cheapest flights. And when I do look for the cheapest flights, in like the couple of days on the week, when I find the cheapest flight, that's the day that I'm going to leave. So if I find the cheapest flight in like a month, and instead of being $300 or $400, and I find it for $100, I'm leaving that day. So I would literally stay. Like, my determination was my determination of leaving was when I know I had the cheapest flight. So when I go to New York or go to New Jersey, I will go to the hotel. If I stayed, like, if I go my first night, I make a lot of money, I would just pay off that week or week and a half or sometimes 2 weeks, and that would give me enough room to like really stack up, because then I'll work every day. And if I would go on the laptop like my second or third day, because I wouldn't make a lot of money, I would just start looking. And sometimes I use I'll put some apps down below of the places that I do look, and it's very competitive, and I recommend that you do put an email, like your email, so it could tell you when like the flights are a lot cheaper. And I would just do that. I'll just gamble. Like if I look at something, I'll say, all right, an example, going from Palm Springs to JFK, and I would just put it up there, and they will literally know like, all right, she wants to leave. So I won't even touch it. I won't even like really look into it. I won't even gamble it. Sometimes I could put just that and then go to, sometimes I would just put just that and then go to freaking like sleep or whatever. The next morning it's giving me like flight deals, like, oh, today's 30%, tomorrow's 40%, tomorrow's 50%, get it now, deals, last minute deals, do this and do that. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I will wait for like the deal, and usually when I get to my destination, I would do 2 or 3 days after, and I would look for freaking flights. And in like 2 to 3 days, it would give me the cheapest price. Like it would give me $158, $108, and I'm like, what? $108 in a month? I'm making a lot of money. I'm enjoying this experience. I'll see you later, California. I'm coming in a month. And then I would just work literally every day. I'll probably take a day off, or I'll just go to like a spa if I'm like really exhausted, because it's really nightlife. And I would just be there. And it was like so fun. And then usually, and it's so crazy because I do believe in God, and I really feel like God tells me when it's time to go, because I would get, there was like, after like 3 weeks of like working, like working really hard, and I'll make a lot of money, I would just get very irritable. Like I would be so tired, irritable. I just don't want to be there. I'm just sick and tired of everyone. I worked in like nightlife and with a bunch of girls, guys, a lot of drunk people, a lot of like just crazy people. So I would just get so tired of it, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need to come back to Cali. So usually it happens a week before leaving, or like just like a couple of days before leaving. I would just be so over it, and it would just motivate me, like, all right, I'm just gonna work. I only got like 3 more days to go, work, and then I'll just go back to California. And whenever I used to go back to California, because at that time I lived in Palm Springs, which was like heaven. Like you could go and just live your best life, come back to Palm Springs, California, and you are set. Like you just have like your recharge. You get to go to like different hotels. You get to, I had a pool in the backyard, so I would always be like by the pool. So it's basically like having your vacation, having like your drive. And then after like 3 weeks of just like relaxing and just being in like my zen when I come back, because sometimes it could be very toxic, like working in a light life. And I started to believe in like meditations and stuff, and sometimes when you're surrounded by people's different energies, it drains you. And I would just be there, like sometimes it's like, I'll just be like, oh my God, the money doesn't even matter anymore, like these people are crazy. And then I'll start to see like the dark side of nightlife, and there was points when I'm just like, I could do so much better. So I ended up when I come back to Palm Springs, it's kind of like my recharge. I'll just forget about like everything out there. And it was very addicting, because I did this nightlife for a couple of years. It was very addicting, because there's a lot of things that happen in that lifestyle. But coming back home was a lot better. So I would just go in through the toxicness for like 3 weeks a month, and then I'll come back home, I'll be recharged. And I'd love to show you guys the little areas that I used to go. And it was just like so beautiful, because I would be by the pool, I'm looking at the mountain all day, which is like very relaxing. The palm trees are very like aligned. It's so beautiful, it's so bougie. And I just like loved it. And so I'll just go out to eat and recharge until I start working, and then I'll just start applying to jobs, and then I'll just pick a job, whatever. So then and I get a little more focused because I'm a fashion stylist now, and I just loved just coming back home and just recharging, and with the money that I'm using I start to invest in like different stuff, and it gives me just that clear mind to just invest and do like everything like the right way. So I used to like going to New York to just get the money, come back and just like either invest or do something with my money, and then just go from there. And I would get jobs. I'll get like regular jobs, like I guess I'll talk about the jobs I've had in my lifetime and stuff. But after moving to Palm Springs, I ended up coming to San Diego. And this was because I wanted to come to school. Like, I wanted to come to school with one of my best friends that I did meet in Palm Springs, but unfortunately, like, a lot of like situations happened where I couldn't go to school at that time. So I got a little depressed because I wanted to just like transform my life and just do a lot better, but a lot of things couldn't like work out for me. So I just decided to like work, network, do a bunch of stuff, and I'm pretty good at the moment, and I'll just love to talk more about my story and get really deep into it, because maybe this could be my therapy. Maybe it could be someone's therapy. Maybe someone might look at me and be like, oh my God, like I relate so much to them, because I have been through a lot of stuff, and there's some things I'm very embarrassed to talk about, but this is a platform that I do want to take, and I do want to inspire people, because there's gonna be probably some days I'm going to cry, and to me, I consider this as my therapy. I want to talk about like the deep stuff that I've never been able to talk about, the deep stuff that I've been very embarrassed about. I want to talk about the good moments, the bad moments. I want to grow, and I just want to grow, and I just want to be like, oh my God, I remember I saw her the first time, and now look at her, you know. Like, I want to be a very, very positive I want to be a very, very positive person, and show people, like, I want to learn how to like do my makeup like these girls on Instagram, and how who like they're like this, and then when they're done their makeup they're like this. And I want to learn different makeup tutorials. I do a little bit of makeup and stuff, but I want to like, because I know like the more you do it the better, and I want to do like hair and just show you different styles. I want to be a positive role. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I do this YouTube thing because I'm making money and stuff. Like, honestly, that's literally the last thing on my mind at this point. Like, I really want to have a platform where I can vlog about different stuff and just be an inspiration to people's life. I want to get deep into mental issues. I want to get deep into not deep into politics, but I do want to talk about politics. I want to talk about females and why females are the way they are. I want to talk about racial profiling. I want to talk just anything. And if you guys want to hear a topic, you could go ahead and put a comment in there. And I love when people have that platform when they could talk about different stuff. So I want to make this place, like, I want to make this world a better place. Like, honestly, like, I don't think about any other stuff, but I just want to, if it's a little hard for me to actually go out and talk to a lot of people. I mean, like, I'm not shy, but I'm shy. But I want this to be a platform in which I could elevate people. I could just make a person's day. I want to just, I don't know. I want to change the world a day at a time. How about that? And oh my God, I know I was sitting like this, but I want to let you guys know that I'm actually wearing pants. So here I'm wearing pants. Okay, I don't match right now because I'm home and it's whatever, but I love this Reckless shirt. It's my boyfriend's shirt, but it's like so comfortable, you guys. And I want you to just look at this. This is like my favorite thing, and this is like my little sanctuary right here. I wish I could show you guys more, but this is my little sanctuary. I love to sit here and meditate all day. Like, it's everything. But we're enough with chatting. I just wanted to let you know about my YouTube, and I'm so glad you guys took the time to watch my little crazy self, and I'm just so excited to see where this journey takes us. I love you guys already, so bye.